Morning. How are you?
That's scary. I need a sweater.
It's different.
So are you having trouble with your website, your personal website?
So the secret is for more marketing here.
I can't even get, yeah, well, mine's not even live.
And Deb, there is one thing I need to share with you.
Yeah.
We do have a picnic, and we have a team. So, you know, there's Team Shepherd.
Already recruited.
My team had custom tie-dye t-shirts. And here's the trophy that my team brought home.
Don't lift it up too high.
Isn't it? So, just keep that in mind. I recruit early.
And as a matter of fact, ladies, I haven't talked to y'all about that. The company picnic.
Oh.
So we have Team Shepherd and Team Swanson.
And who won?
You know Team Shepherd rocked that house, and
It wasn't close.
Not even close.
Yeah, we had a couple of ringers.
When we added all the bonus points in.
We're proudly gonna put more jewels on that trophy.
and take the crown again. And it is an exclusive group that only comes to Team Shepherd. There were some I said no, thank you.
I know you were right up until a minute before we started.
Yeah, you know, we did have one move over draft on the last day, and Mrs. Swanson
That's right.
moved over to Team Shepherd.
We did.
What can I say? We like to win. Good morning, welcome. Glad you're here. So, what did we agree the last time I talked to you? We're gonna make this all about you. Isn't that right? See, I forget. So don't get caught up in the fracas of the other.
It'd be valuable, must be
I'm not where I.
Right.
No, right. Be surprised I'm dead.
So you never know how to dress.
This would be weekly, your mother's not here. So I'll send her an attendance report. For free lunch last week.
Please do.
So,
All right, good morning.
all right, good morning.
How is everybody today?
Great.
All right. We have some new people in the room. Stand up and introduce yourself.
Hello. Hi, Denise. Hi. I'm Deb Martin, and thrilled to be here. Just transferred, started yesterday.
Where are you from?
I was with Harry Norman, Helen Williams and Harry Norman.
Awesome. Where do you live?
I'm in Lawrenceville, based in Gwinnett County, and I will have a new listing I'll be telling you guys about tomorrow. It's in
Awesome.
Street Corner, so
Awesome.
that's
Awesome.
some information on that. Thrilled to be here.
Yay.
To the left of her, back right corner. Stand up.
You know it.
I'm Robbie Betzelman, and I'm Brandon Real Estate.
Just got her license and is part of they're growing a team.
Yeah.
They're bringing over 25 active listings,
Not
36. 36 active listings they'll be rolling through, so awesome. And last but not least, stand up, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Borner. What else did I say? I just got my license, Friday.
And actually, Tiffany lives in Old Atlanta Club. I've known her for a long time, so she gets to see a whole different side of me, and it'll be interesting. So don't tell anybody, you know, what I'm really like. All right, so we had a departure from an IT person, and now I got to tell you, I'm probably most excited about what we have in the IT package for you guys today. Mr. Austin James, Robert.
Stand up, Austin. Come up here. So, for those of you that have been around for a while, I will share with you the conversation I had someone this weekend. I said, you know what? I think agents are going to be going, Adam who? And that was Adam I was talking to. Austin's going to be fantastic. He's going to work with us part-time. So, and then here's how things are sort of working out. Anyone ready for a new phone system? So we got our first bid yesterday. The old nasty Mitel contract that is in my hand expires in about 9 hours. Oh yeah. So we'll have new phones. We've got a new person. Milner's going to be hopefully our IT partner. So imagine if you've got a 800 number you can call 24 hours and talk to someone that can get online with your computer and fix any issues, whether you, and we don't want to know if you clicked on that attachment you shouldn't have or what site you're on. But they'll help you work through some of that stuff so that not only are we limited to someone physically, and he's going to work by appointments. I'll tell you, he's made more happen probably in the last 5 days than has happened in the last 120. He's age-centric because he is an agent. He's smart. He understands some of the challenges that you guys have probably faced here, the frustrations. We're tickled to death to have Austin.
And he's young, so he's into things that I don't know about, and this is good.
Yeah, so you know what? We all want to be relevant, and for that consumer, so Austin's going to make us all look young and relevant.
Now, who here has worked with Austin? Yes, so far. Agents, what was your experience? Was he very consumer friendly?
Love it. Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
So I will tell you this, just in what I've seen of him getting out there, working in the bullpen, being accessible, sitting down and making sure that the agents feel good and understand what they want. I've been highly impressed with the young man, and I'm very excited. He does video, he does Google, he does all those things. And today we're doing our meeting by Google Hangout. I can't remember what he said. Google Hangout, so people online can actually ask questions and stuff and be more interactive. So very cool stuff. And playing off the Google platform already.
So basically, what I want to bring to the table as far as agents go is because I am an agent, so I know what you guys go through, and I will be here and be helpful and kind of respond to those challenges. So one of my biggest challenges so far is getting our social media platform up to where it needs to be. So as far as agents go, like today, for instance, for our first drawing today, so make sure you have all your business cards ready. We will have a featured listing, the first one ever, on our websites as far as Facebook, Twitter, all that, where it goes out into the community, and we have several followers that'll be able to pull that up and get more experience on those listings. So we'll have that available starting today. So we'll
Now,
have.
I didn't think of that. He said, you know what I've seen in your Facebook? And I kind of laughed, actually, I didn't kind of laugh at that. He broke out laughing. He said, you know what I noticed on your Facebook page? Your real estate company, I haven't seen one home listed on your site. What's wrong with you? And I was like, that's an excellent point. Now, we don't want to litter it because people don't want that, but we can have a home of the week and make it special and just rotate it through and stuff. And then things like that, where it's like, I never even thought of that. And we tried to soften it up so much, it was like we almost went to the wrong side. Actually, we did, so now we're gonna be a little bit more proactive.
If you guys have any questions as far as, things with FMLS, GMLS, I know all of the sites you guys use. So if you have any questions like that, you can come to my office and give me a call and I'll be more than happy to help you out. So we look forward to getting everything taken care of and making sure that, your job is, as smooth as possible.
So let's lay a little bit of groundwork, and I don't mind sharing this with you guys. The first, Austin's gonna work with us probably about 30 hours a week. We're gonna try and respect those timelines with him, because not how things work with most realtors. And here's my concern. I told Austin, do not get sucked into the vortex. And the first one was the man that was standing right there. And then me. That one, we pull Austin in so many directions. That one, because he does sell real estate, sells real estate successfully. So that's why we're going to do the blended thing with an IT. This is probably the best way to describe it. Milner's going to be the hardware. Here's our software with personality. So the investment's going to be worth it, but we've got to. He's going to work by appointments on Tuesdays. He'll be here. The phone number is still the same, the cell phone to ask questions and get what kind of help you need. And truly, I hope to be resolved by the first of next week. We'll give you the 800 number and actually get phones worked through the whole 9 yards. So bear with us.
And then also going into that, I do have Clay's old number as of right now. I have ordered new business cards. So as soon as they get in, I'll be able to help you guys and pass them out. So you guys have my number and all that good stuff. So you get in contact with me.
What's your number?
770-634-4998.
That would be it.
You called it a few times, however.
Yeah, but
That's our same IT. All right. So he's going to wrap the meeting up too. What I asked him to do is, hey, come to the table with some things that he liked as an agent on the backside. What can he help you guys with something from an agent's perspective that you guys would want to know about on 21 Online? And I asked him this morning, I threw it out there yesterday. He said, hey, I'd love to do that. And I asked him this morning, I said, you ready? He said, and this is inconsistent with most IT people, he said, I'm excited about running the meeting. So we'll see how you do.
So again, join us in welcoming Austin on board as well too. And that's it, I'll leave it with you.
So where do you make it? What is the question leading to? Who can tell me what this is? Nobody, because I came up with it this morning. So, race car drivers make their money in the turn. Where are we right now? We're in a very small cyclical turn. And most agents are going to be putting their foot on the brake of their time, energy, and effort that they're putting into the business because we're in the slower time of the year, period. So my position in here is now's the time to put the foot on the gas and pass everybody because we're in a small turn. Formulas down here that I passed out, if you don't have these, borrow one until we're done. If you come late, Lori, then you might just miss one. So there you have it. Be on time. Okay, so, and Jeff, you're gonna go after me because I have to go get, I'm going to the doctor's today. I gotta get an x-ray of my leg that's been killing me for the last several months and can't figure out what's wrong with it. So hopefully today, we'll find out what it is. And hopefully tomorrow, it's nothing big. Okay, there you go. So, the stuff here is from Georgia MLS. Van Johnson brought this in. And what this really showed me when you back off and look at it is we are in a small cyclical thing. These are on a month-by-month basis. But if this was on a 10-year basis, what would you be looking at? You'd be looking at this going, wow, we are in a definite downturn. We're going down towards the bottom. Historically, you can look back and you can see the years. Every single year it's gone down in the fall and winter. So we're heading down to the baseline of not good when you look at it on a cyclical type chart. I want you to look through this stuff, and I put some notes over to the side. You need to be sharing this stuff with your clients. If you have a listing, I've got some very just small tidbits for you to go out there and share with the clients if they have not gotten their listing priced right. You need to use these charts to go out there and engage in a tough conversation and say, do you want to have your home sit through next spring and hopefully the market gets back to where it was, or do you want to sell it today? And what value can you bring to the table? So the note on this front one I put on there, as volume tightens, that's volume of demand, and supply goes up, you must get tough on pricing and lower the pricing to get attention of the buyers. Period. It's just that simple. We are at the slower time. We're having inventory increase. Flip to the second page. This shows you units sold. Okay? It shows you FMLS down at the bottom monthly, Georgia MLS, and up at the top it shows you both. Both of them, ironically, although they have different numbers, they show the exact same tracking. Now let me ask you this, for new agents or agents that have been a while and haven't really thought about it. Why are there different numbers between Georgia MLS and FMLS? We're a member of both, right? Not everybody is a member of both services. So what I'm going to point out to you guys is if you're working with buyers, they will find things on Zillow that you do not know about if you only look in FMLS or you only look in Georgia MLS. Who can tell me what the button is that you need to go press, and it's in both systems now? What's the button that shows all listings? Find. If you can't remember that, write it down really big so you don't forget. It's find. You need to go to the find button on FMLS or MLS if you're working with a buyer, and that is the search mechanism you need to do when you're working with buyers. Otherwise, they'll find something online that you didn't show them, and they might just go to that home without you knowing it, and then not realize that they're going to knock you out of the business by contacting the agent that has the listing first. So take control of your business. But that is why you have different numbers on both those. Out to the right, I put we are in the dip or the turn of the year. Today is election day. Who in here voted? If you haven't voted, go vote today. Make sure that your vote counts. I am going to go after my doctor's appointment. So we're in the turn. The election day will solve one of the three issues that we've heard about, talked about, of consumer psychological process. The only two that are remaining concerns are Ebola and ISIS or ISIL. So right now, press the gas so that at the beginning of the year, you're coming out in the turn and you've got stuff going on versus going, where am I going to get my business and what am I going to do? Turn the page to the median sales price by county. Whether you work in Fulton, Gwinnett, Forsyth, I don't care. You need to go look at this chart and you need to go, what does this tell me is going on? You know, down the bottom I put pricing has gone up significantly across the board. You've got to watch the rates at this point in time. The only two things that amount to a home's affordability, and I'm not talking about supply and demand, two factors amount to a home's affordability: price and interest rates. Price has gone through the roof. Interest rates have stayed very low. It will be very interesting if the interest rates go up 1%, what a difference that'll make into the buying patterns of people that have been looking the last 3 to 6 months. And eventually it's going to happen. Right now, Jeff, where are the rates?
They're holding steady.
You're not getting up, sit down. Hold steady, fix your collar before you get up.
You get that for me,
Good, so come on. I told you, get those collar stays. All right, where are the rates?
Leg's working fine, by the way. You don't need to see the doctor. As far as the rates are the same. We're around 4% on a 30-year fixed and 3.25% on a 15-year fixed. FHA rates 3.5%. VA rates 3.5%. ARMs are in the low 3s on 7-year.
And last week, what did they decide to do with the quantitative easing?
People status quo.
They pulled back. Pulled back big time. So what's going to happen is they've said the economy's surging forward enough that we're going to pull back on the quantitative easing and let it heal itself from here forward. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with interest rates, but they feel very comfortable and confident that the market's heading in the right way and they're kind of pulling out the crutches. So we will see what happens. You're going to have most likely something happen with interest rates, whether they go up or down. Most people think over the next year they'll go up. So these charts become vitally important to your business today. Turn the page. Month over month sold by county. This is something that I took, and this is from the last chart and this chart on the month over month sold. So just look at the month over month new listings by county on the next page. Don't flip to that, just glance at it. The final page shows month over month new listings by county. This one that I've got notes at the bottom is month over month sold by county. I took Forsyth County as my little basis point. And I said, okay, let's see, just on a very small, minuscule point, what's going on here and what will it mean moving forward. So if you look at Forsyth County and you just went 4 months back, if you look at the number of homes that are being added to the market versus what is sold, there's more homes being added to the same given market than are being sold. If I went 4 months back in Forsyth County, 565 homes will expire or would have expired out of the mix that was added based off the pace of sales that happened during the same 4 month time period. Does that sink in with you? You want me to repeat that? So 4 months back, if you took the number of solds versus the number that were just added into the marketplace, there'd be a surplus of 565 homes. And that does not include the amount of surplus that was already in the system at that time. So I want you to think about this. Where's your opportunity in the business right now today? It's going to be in doing something that a lot of you do not want to think about doing, but you're going to have a big golden egg of opportunity for the next 2 to 3 months, and that is calling expires. You're going to have a huge, because the demand is going down, supply is going up, you've already got a nest egg built up. There's going to be a lot of people through the end of the next 2 to 3 months that are going to be expired. Are you going to be in the position to work with those people? Do those people know you? Have you been previewing the homes? By the way, previewing, that is a form of prospecting. Previewing homes, a certain number of people will be expired. If they have your card, they just might give you a call. If you don't preview and you do not call them, guess what they're not going to do? They'll never call you. Just that simple, okay? So look at the numbers and go, hey, where can I be generating income for myself? Where can I be busting out of the turn and hitting the market at the right time for my 2015 to start off in the right way? Thank Heather Buyer. I should. There's Heather Buyer in there causing all the commotion. Okay, so think about it, and now is the time to press the gas. We're pressing the gas. We're going to keep pressing the gas because now's the time. I know brokers, agents, everybody in the business today, they've had a good year. Now they know the market's slowing down. They're not going to keep up on the things that have been keeping them up. They're going to take their foot off the gas. They're going to put it on the brake. And they're going to, yeah, it's the holidays. Things are slowing down. There's more competition. I'm just going to kind of check out for the next couple months. And that is exactly precisely where you want to be absolutely wearing it out and taking advantage. And then hopefully you're sitting there at the finish line getting into a fist fight like they did at the Texas 500 or whatever it was. Did y'all see that, by the way? That's pretty funny. So this is my point. What are we coming up on? Holidays. So we're in a small turn. Press the gas while others are taking it. Curiosity, and what I mean curiosity is by the general public. For whatever reason, we had a little lull for about 2 to 3 months. I could feel it. The last week, I've been getting more calls from people, curiosity. Tell me what my home is worth. What's going on out there? Can you tell me what neighborhoods I should go take a look at? Lori was working with some buyers. Couldn't find anything out there. We've been working with them for a year and a half. And guess what happened? I reached out to somebody that had contacted me about a year and a half ago and said, I might be interested in selling my home. Their home was in the same floor plan that these people liked, but it wasn't in that good a condition. So I called him and I said, hey, just out of curiosity, would you be interested in selling your home today? Because I might have some buyers that would work for me. And he said, well, I don't know, but sure, I guess we could find something I'm looking for. I said, Lori, get him over there. Finalized the contract last night, by the way. He's accepting what you get together. So it's reaching back out to people that a year ago were thinking about things. And now the market has excelled so much, and now they're getting curious again. It's stimulating the people that are your friends. Not in a tacky way, but in an effective way that shows you as the consultant, as the leader, and the one that they want to follow. Because we are heading right into the party time. Get your party talk on. I want you guys to be this guy right here. That's what I want you to be. I want your friends growing up and going, oh my gosh, this guy, this girl's a hero. Go talk to them about real estate.
You have that shirt.
Yeah, I had Austin Photoshop. That was last weekend. I guess you can tell it's not me today. They have to hoist me up by some crane or something. Halloween is gone. Did you take advantage of it? Think about it. What did you do to your friends that you saw them out there? Thanksgiving is upon us. I don't want you to be the turkey. I want you to be the guy in the dotted shirt. Tons of holiday parties will be happening. Do you have something noteworthy to share? And do you know enough about new construction to entertain and engage your friends? Be the guy in the photo. That's where I want you to be. I don't want your friends to run from you. So don't go up to them. No, don't do this. Don't go run up to them with your card in your hand.
Yeah.
Now, Tiffany's known me for a long time. Have I ever been a pushy, aggressive salesperson in your mind?
No, that's the guy.
Like I said, she's going to get to know another side of her. She knows that side. Yesterday, I was sitting down with her. She had about 4 or 5 takebacks, and I was going, she's probably going, who the hell is this guy? But here's the thing. I'm trying to share information with you guys that, one, will help you get listings, price listings right. If you've got a listing that's sitting there, go involve the conversation around market trends and statistics and what's going on. Make yourself relevant and have them follow you versus them leading the chorus and holding their price up or listing at a high price. Today's not the time to list high, period. And you got to get out of that habit. And you got to go be willing to have those tough conversations. Heck, even if you took this and just download it, scanned it to yourself, and send it out to your friends and said, I'm too nervous to talk about it. Go put something together, send it out by an email. I don't care, but if you don't start sharing it, you're not going to be the one that's leading. You're not going to be the guy in the photo, and I really don't want you to be the guy in the photo. But your friends will celebrate you if you go out there and celebrate your own in the right way. And get to the parties. If you get invited to a party, don't sit there and go, oh, I'm so tired of parties. Get your butt out there to the party and go network with people in a good professional manner. That's simple. And go beat the guy in the dotted. I think we'll have a thing where beat the guy in the dotted shirt. Where's Waldo? There's Waldo. He's a realtor.
There's Kevin holding them up.
All right, what would you do? We're going to talk about this for a moment. And if you have anything legal-wise, something that you've heard about, a legal situation, a contract situation, bring it out. This is the one that happened to me a while ago. We'll say probably about 5-10 years ago, a long time ago. You've been working to deal with your buyers. They've found one thing that was available that they said, oh my God, this is it. Spent 3 months working with them and they found, oh, this is it. The sellers are traveling to another city and you finally reach a verbal agreement with their agent because they're traveling. They don't have a place that they can pull over, stop. It's nighttime, it's Friday night. This is the gospel of what happened. Friday night and there's no way for them to sign, but they will do so in the morning when they get to where they're going. All that makes sense. And you can't tell them you're going to have to pull over and you're going to have to do this, otherwise we're not going to accept your verbal agreement. Everybody's on the same page. And all of a sudden you call the agent back in the morning and go, hey, where is my offer? And the agent says, oh God, I've got an uncomfortable situation. They've accepted a full price cash offer. We're done. You go, but wait, I had a verbal agreement. My buyers were first in line. We had a deal. It was your sellers were what we were waiting on. You can't do that. And the agent says, well, no, I talked to my broker to get guidance. And that's exactly what we did. You have a verbal deal. What do you do?
Probably cry. Send an email out confirming what the agreement was.
What is that going to do? Nothing. Your client's going to be pissed? Are your clients going to be pissed?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you can legally do?
No.
Kevin?
Wasn't accepted.
I'm going to tell you what we did.
Why
We had
wouldn't they come
breakfast and we
back?
cried.
Why wouldn't the seller come back and go to highest and best and say, I've got
It
another
was
offer?
cash.
But still.
This deal was financing. If
You
you're the agent, which are you going to guide the people to?
I would
I'll
tell you
the
it would
other-
depend.
No,
Every
yeah.
deal
No.
ends up being
Full
cash.
price, cash offer. The other people have to get financing.
But they could end up being able to get good financing and go over.
You have to wait whatever days it is to find that out. So, as your broker, if you came in and said, what should I do? I would say the easiest path in this case looks like the cash offer is going to be in the best interest of your people with the lowest potential of risk. But every offer does have a risk. It's risk.
I would put in a backup offer.
Put in a backup offer. Absolutely, that'd be a good one.
Wouldn't it have been more enforceable if they had even just sent an email rather than a verbal agreement? They had agreed through email? It is
I'm not-
enforceable,
no,
it's writing.
no.
Okay. So don't,
It has
you know, everything's not all.
You can't just send it signed.
Locked out on the contract.
Right, but they write mail back and say, we're in agreement.
Did the agent do it? Is an agent entitled?
That's your caveat right there.
Is an agent entitled to sign a contract about
One,
So,
it would have to be directly from the, if you have anything to argue, it would have to be from the person that's the person in the contract, not the agent. So it'd have to be an email from the seller that says, I accept your offer of X or whatever it is. Then you'd have something to argue over. But does that mean that you win? No, it means you'd have to go to court to find out. And who knows what happened. Yes.
Why didn't the contract get written and sent out through either DocuSign or?
This was like 10 years ago.
Oh, well, you should have said that.
But still, yeah, I did say that. I did say that, but hold on. Okay, so one, remember this, if you're any agent that's sitting in here, I was gonna say if you're a new agent, I don't know, this is new or old. So who in here does paperless contracts every time?
Every time they're allowed.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I encourage you guys, use the paper, FMLS e-sign is absolutely fine, it's free, it works great. It's very easy to figure it out. You got DocuSign, you got Dotloop. Dotloop is a big old cluster machine. We invested in Dotloop about 2 years ago, and we had about Mutiny on the Bounty here with agents going, I hate you guys, and so we said, hey, you know what, I hear you. So we don't care as a company if you bring a contract in on a napkin, we're gonna download it in our paperless system. Whatever you write your contracts with, we're fine with, but I encourage you guys, do it paperless because this situation would be avoided and people can sign by their phone. All they do is say, this is my email address, it's all verified. That's the best way because you will avoid this stuff from happening. So definitely, then thank you for bringing that up. And now you know why it wasn't paperless contract again. So one, always use paperless to start off, and if you need to get ink, some lenders will still require ink. Government agencies won't allow, e-signatures. So, but your best measure is to get this, get it done, and then get everybody signed in blue. Okay. But in this case, the clients were absolutely pissed off at me because the night before we were celebrating that they got their deal. We never dreamed, it was a Friday night. There was no other offer in place. We were clear, and it was the one townhome that they wanted. It was over in Duluth. And it took about a month for them to not get angry with me before they'd really go out and look again. And we ended up finding a place down in Alpharetta, which was very nice, but it just muddied the waters significantly because I did not know that people would not honor what they had verbally agreed to. Now, let's switch that up. Let's say that you're the listing agent, and it's not a full price cash offer, but you've negotiated a deal with somebody verbally. Your clients are in the car driving, they can't sign, you don't have a paperless deal, and all of a sudden between Friday night and Saturday morning, you get another offer that comes in the door. That maybe is just a little bit better than the one that you have in your hands that you verbally agreed. What do you tell your sellers? Let's say it's $5,000 higher than the offer that you verbally negotiated the night before.
First of all, you have to present the offer if you get another offer. And I would explain to them, we can send back out in writing that we have two offers on the table and they'll both be negotiated. Because until you have it in writing, it's not enforceable.
Absolutely. Does it suck to be the buyer's agent in this equation? Yes, it does. Legally, what can the sellers do? They can do anything that they want to that's in their best interest. They don't care. Doesn't matter. Legally, they can do whatever. Now, I would suggest if you have one that's $5,000 higher, don't just go and say, well, let's just take this one because it's higher and better for you. I'd recommend, and people have different strategies for these things, but if you're in a multiple offer situation, to me, the best way to get the highest price for your sellers is to go and tell everybody we're in a multiple offer situation, everybody come up with their highest and best offer. In writing, only in writing.
There is actually a,
There's a form. There's a form for highest, for multiple offer situation in FMLS, in the forms. So back off and then submit out. And is the buyer's agent gonna get angry in that situation? Yes, they will. But you know what? It's better that they have the opportunity to resubmit versus going with the other offer. So, you know, and then by the way, in that situation, you go, hey, you know what? I hated that this has happened. I've been on your side. But here's the deal. I've got to look out for the best interest of the sellers, and legally they can do whatever they want. So we need you to resubmit an offer, highest and best at this point in time. Now, I'll also tell you this, some buyers will walk away in that spot, and you need to tell your sellers, this is what I'd recommend. You make the decision of what you want to do, because we may have one or two, both of them might walk away with the strategy going, I don't want to get in bidding war. And that's a real psychological process that buyers sometimes go through. To me, I think to get the highest and best offer, you do the highest and best offer out and let everybody come in, submitting their offers with the understanding that they all might walk away. And let your seller say, yes, I like that decision, let's go forward with that. Remember, it's their decision of how they want to handle that. You need to educate them and back off and do what they want to do. Okay? Kevin, you got anything else you want to bring to the table?
Rob has brought up something that he said he's been seeing a lot of lately. Offers that the acceptance period has expired, and then they get down the road and one person walks away right before closing saying we don't have a contract. What do you do? There's been extensions filed. Closing date extensions.
Well, that's intent, right? Contract was really worked through, right?
Are you talking about the?
Nothing was ever
acceptance of the
addressed.
product?
Acceptance, you have a date at the bottom of your
But that's just for
contract.
everybody to sign and for it to go binding.
Correct. And it expired.
Before.
Oh,
they-
before it went
Before it went
binding.
binding, it expires.
Oh, dear.
One side thinking, huh, I've got
Oh,
this,
yeah, we've got an out, in other words.
because the contract wasn't 100% done the right way, so we got to go back to that. However, there was amendments and things to extend things in between that time
Which
frame.
they
So,
need to, so then, yeah, so that's.
so you can't go, the bottom line is you can't go back. Well, you could try, but it's not going to hold up in court, correct?
But you could write an amendment.
You could write that in, that you all agreed to extend the time frame, so that it would put it back into the right time.
You could, you should,
Yes.
you should.
Yeah, you can fix it.
So if it's out, let's say that you get an offer and your sellers hold it up and it's 40 minutes beyond the acceptance time. What do you do? What does your client need to do? Do you just sign and send it back and hope that it's all okay? No, you have them change, you change the date, you give the other time to get it, you have your sellers or your client initial the date time change, the acceptance time, and you resubmit it back over to the other party that will have to sign that one little change to make it all good within the binding agreement form. That make sense? Any change and any timestamp to be best and you know, protecting your clients, that's what you need to do. In this situation, the person that was thinking that they were out because they had an out because the contract wasn't done, unfortunately from that contract being written to the closing table, showed the intent was everybody was on the same page and that contract was fully enforced, correct?
Correct. Correct. That is not an argument you want to make as the realtor for the party who's claiming there is no contract. But you signed several things acting as if there was a contract, and the judge will hold you to that. Here.
There's also responsibility to you as an agent to correct that mistake prior to getting into that situation. Where you put your client in a legal battle that you could avoid 3 months ago. So you gotta look at, you're not out of the woods because you didn't do your part too. I'm seeing it more often across the board. I'm not talking days. I'm talking some, one day, 3 or 4 days later, 5 days later. So it's everywhere.
Every little tiny dot counts. Jeff, I'm gonna let you roll into Austin, so you got 5 minutes. Razzle dazzle. What time is it? What time is it, Jeff? No, what time is it? I want to see it. I want to hear it.
Okay,
What time is it, Jeff?
it's showtime. It's showtime.
What time is it?
Showtime.
A little bit better. What time is it?
Showtime.
All right. I never see you get times. The other way they go, oh, whatever, Jeff's gonna be, but this way they go, hey, it's all right.
Gotta get warmed up here, right?
So Jeff's gonna, I gotta run to the doctors now, but Jeff's gonna talk about mortgage rates and what they're doing, and then he's gonna introduce our new man, Mr. Austin James. So Jeff, take it away and then introduce to Austin. And Austin is going to show you guys some different things that's gonna help you as agents. And the cool thing that I love about Austin that you're gonna find is truly he's bringing the things to the table that I don't think an IT guy can come in and learn real estate and go, hey, this is gonna help your business be better. He's come to me with some simple suggestions. Why didn't we think of that before? So anyway, and give me your feedback. We want this to be the best that it can be. We are gonna start using the Google Hangout stuff, so we get better and better. Thank you for being here. I will talk to y'all later.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Oh, and by the way, I do have to say one thing. Lewis Rockerford was in the hospital this week.
Oh, no.
He, I didn't say anything because I didn't know what was going on, but I talked to his wife, and he was very tired Friday night and had a little shortness of breath, and they were fearing it might be a blockage or something. So they went to the hospital, and he had his exam test done yesterday, and they didn't find a blockage, but they said he needs rest, and so he's taking a couple days to just relax and rest. He just moved into a new home. He worked his tail off and stuff, so had a whole lot going on, but keep Lewis in your thoughts and prayers, and he's good. So that's one thing we're very grateful about, but do keep in your thoughts and prayers. So we'll talk to y'all later.
We're gonna say a prayer for Terry.
Leave!
No, we, welcome to the new agents in the back, new and seasoned. Welcome aboard. I'm Jeff with Fidelity Bank. If I haven't, I've probably met you all briefly already. Deb's brought you guys by. So we'll go over a little bit about rates. Terry was talking about QE3 is winding down. That's true, but who knows? Maybe there'll be a QE4 if something bad happens again. Nobody really knows the future. But rates have been steady in that 4% range for 30-year money. Who knows, this time next year, we may be in the 5s, so don't want to be. That'll definitely, how will that impact your business? Obviously, it could slow things down because they can afford less home. So that means home prices are going up right now. They may come down, who knows? Nobody knows the future, but that's where we're at right now on rates. Some of the things I want to talk about right now, I'm seeing more buyers that are having problems with the properties they're buying. So we had one the other day where the HVAC unit was bad, and we're thinking it might be a deal killer, but we have an escrow holdback product that a lot of lenders don't have. So there was 3 different things that were wrong with the property that could have killed the deal, but the seller agreed to fix them. Let me ask you guys, why wouldn't you want a seller to cut a check directly to a vendor at closing? We don't allow it, first of all, but why would you not want that to happen? Exactly. You want to make sure the work's done. The vendor or contractor gets the check and they take off, you have bigger issues. So that's exactly why you wouldn't want them to get their money and take off. So what we do is we work it up where there's a contingency amount in case the work goes over. We actually had a seller kind of push back on that because of the fact that they don't want them to run up the bill higher. So we said that the buyer can actually put in the money for the contingency. So if something comes up or they want to swap this out for that, they can take that out of their contingency money that they'll get back after all the work's done. And the seller's just on the hook. We actually wrote the amendment so that the seller just has to pay for exactly what they've agreed to. It was like $3,000 some odd. So it was a win-win for both. Everybody's taken care of. As soon as the work's done, we'll send an appraiser back out to take some pictures, make sure all the work was completed so that it's as is instead of subject to completion. So problem solved. The other thing we had come up, I think Blaine brought this one up. It was a good question. Do we do seller held seconds? And we do. So we had a borrower that score wasn't quite there to get a second mortgage, but the seller agreed to hold a second for them. So we'll do the first loan at 417 and get the second from the seller, and they can put either 5 or 10% down. So problem solved there too. Those are the 2 things I wanted to bring up. Does anybody have any questions for us? Any issues, problems they've seen out there? I'm looking around the room, and I've probably worked with 90% of you guys in here, so it's good. Whether we've done marketing together, we've worked the deal together, so it's good. Try and answer all your questions as they come up. But Kevin's doing a heck of a job on the closings. He's closing a lot of our deals for us. Kim's doing a lot of the insurance, so trademarks, doing some inspection. So it's a team approach, so we appreciate it. Just some numbers for you guys, I know you guys don't care. We closed about 10 deals for Fidelity. We closed about 10 deals for Fidelity out of here last month for about 2.2 million. And I think 3 of them were internet deals. So again, if you're not using all the different avenues, knocking on doors, postcards, working the internet leads, there's a lot of opportunity, like Terry said. Now's the time when everybody's sleeping that you can get more deals and hit the gas. I think my pipelines, I've closed, some of my biggest pipelines in November, December, because everybody else is sleeping. You'll have a lot of people that are home during the holidays, you can actually get them on the phone. So anyways, that's my spiel. Austin, you're up, buddy. Hot seat.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring up 2 tasks today that I feel is really important as far as agents go and 21 online. Who in here has ever used Market Leader? Okay, what do you guys use Market Leader for? Flyers? Anything else? Well, Market Leader has a lot more to offer than just flyers. You can create several ads about yourself to put out there on social media. You can create several templates and stuff to actually put in flyer boxes along with your flyers, so you can get more listings involved in that. We do offer, there's templates for anything you can think of as far as marketing goes, as printing on Market Leader. And I highly recommend that you guys this week go on Market Leader, take a look at it, play around with it. You can't mess anything up by clicking on things. So if you can click on stuff, customize it, create your own stuff, and just kind of play around with it for a little bit. And I'm here if you need me. Again, you guys have my direct office number and everything else. So if you guys need anything, just give me a call. I'm more than happy to help you out with that end. And then another thing about 21 Online that I see is agents need to improve on and help out with is the business benefits section. So if you got, everybody in here has a cell phone. Everybody in here has all kinds of technology and stuff like that. Well, if you go on there, we have discounts for all the carriers that you can think of on the business benefits side. We have apparel for sale. We have all kinds of things on there that can benefit you as agents, name tags, etc. So I highly recommend you guys check out those 2 things online this week. And if you need any help or anything like that, then just let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you out and put you in the right direction. So if everybody in here has a business card, they could pass it up to the front, and then I will get someone to draw for the listing sponsor.
While Austin's collecting business cards, can I just make an announcement, please? On Friday, at 9:30 to 12:45, we have a 3-hour CE class. I've gone over it a couple of times. We need some bodies to attend a 3-hour class. And it's Northwest is putting it on, and they're talking about, the pests and conservation and the whole cleaning thing. It looks like a great class. And he said if we get enough people, they'll even bring in lunch for us. So, I think that it's valuable. We all need CE credits. So please send me a quick email, or before you walk out the door, say, I'll be there, and I'll just mark your name down. So Friday morning, 9:30 to 12:45, please be here. Thank you.
We'll have Jeff draw for us.
What's the,
It's environmental, conservation, pest control, kind of things that we can do as agents to be more green, I guess, is the best way to look at it. Great class.
Yeah. If I pull that up there, I could actually see that.
Well,
What are they gonna add?
there should be. I was looking into it, they're really right up, but.
I've done. It's gonna take all the candy out of the candy. Tootsie. Tootsie here? No, no Tootsie. Staring at me, what's wrong? Mr. Gary Cook.
Other than that, if you guys have any other questions, just please come and see me. I am scheduling appointments for Tuesdays and Thursdays right now. So if you guys need anything one-on-one time, I'm going to have to help you out. Okay. All right, have a great day.
In the front function. We're actually meeting at 11.
Did you ever talk to the city?